Ciao Bella, welcome to Bello and Ginetto. I'm Christina and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. I'm going to try something a little different today and hopefully it works. If you see this video, then I made it work. If you don't see this video, it's not going to matter what I say. So, meh. But I have been going through a lot of my patterns with you all and I've been trying to show you like the books that I have. So, the book looks, the label my libraries, that kind of thing. But I have a lot of patterns that are just online. So some of them I've gotten for free, some of them I've purchased, a few of them I've created, but not many. But I have them in my Google Drive and I thought I could show you some of those patterns. Of course, not all at once. That would be a really long video, but I could go through some of them with you all. However, in trying to share my screen, do like the screen recording, like apps or programs that are free, a lot of them limit how much time you can use for the screen recording. And I don't make any money on this channel. This is not something that I'm doing for money. Okay? I am doing this because I enjoy sharing with you all. To that end, however, I don't want to pay a subscription fee for something I'm not going to need all the time. So I don't share my screen with recordings on a regular basis. If that's something that I started doing, maybe I would consider it. But even my video editing software is free. Canva, I use the free version to make my thumbnails. Most things I try to do myself. If I have to reach out to someone to do it, we negotiate, we barter if I can. So I didn't want to pay a subscription service for something I wasn't going to use a whole lot of. So I am going to turn my camera and set it up where hopefully it's recording my screen. We'll see. And the problem comes in with this camera. I have to pull it up on my screen, but I can't see what you're seeing. So unless I stop the video and look at it myself, I don't know what you're going to see exactly on the screen. I mean, I can position it in front of my screen, but then once I open my Google Drive, I don't know what it is that you're seeing because I can't see the camera. Right now, I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at you, but my face is over here. So if something's not in frame, I can see that, right? But once I turn the camera around and I point it at my computer screen, I won't be able to see what's on the screen through the camera. It may smell a little nervous, but we're going to give it a shot because I really think that this will be an interesting tour for you all to see some of the things that are in the Google Drive. So I'm going to pause the video because I don't want to swivel the camera and make everybody motion sickness feeling and all of that. So I'm going to pause the video, turn the camera, get it set up, and hope that this is the only take I have to do of this. We'll see. I'll be back. Okay, here we go. We are in the endless cycle of video cameras, but we're going to pull up the Google Drive and see what happens. Okay, I really hope that you all can see this, but these are the patterns that I have. It's sort of a small system, but these are the two big crochet-alongs that I did with the knotting shed. Ooh, her name escaped me for a second. So this one I did last year. This one I'm working on this year. So this is Rosewood Manor and the Stag and the Serpent. And then when I open them, right, it's all the parts, right? I'm not going to go into them because it is a paid for pattern, but you have all of the parts in all of the things, right? And I stopped downloading the chapters after chapter 4 because Kay and I got really, really behind, but I have the full pattern, so I didn't need to download it by chapter anymore. So then here I have all of my Lether Co patterns, and I did have a Lether Co subscription for several months. I don't want to download all of that. For several years actually. And so this was the point where they were doing the QR code. So they did it just for 1 year, where they did the QR code instead of giving you the physical pattern. And I've said this before that I really, really liked all of the QR code, because in this year, like, so for every one of these folders, if I open this up, I have multiple patterns, right? So I had access to all of these patterns with the QR code that I didn't get with just the little booklet that they gave me, because there was no way they were putting all of these in one booklet, right? That would be a lot to print. So I really loved the QR code. So I have all of those. Then I have the personal ones that I've published, and this is a whole thing for me, setting up all of the pictures and the patterns and all of that. So this is like a little bit more messy than some of the other things. And it's just some duster patterns that I have created. I do have them on Ravelry if anyone is interested in those. And then this is patterns that I helped Amanda at Obsessive Crochet Lady write. So she would send me either a recording or something like written on a sticky note or something of her patterns, and then we would work on those. So each of them has their own folder, and I know this one is a free pattern, but these, this is kind of how we would set it up. She would send me her notes, and I would take the pictures and do the test and put it all into a written pattern. And that's something that I like to do. If anyone is interested in me doing that with them as well. This is the Spin Me Around the Granny, which is a paid for pattern. But this is how we set up all of the pieces, right? And then I have Lovecraft's patterns here. And there was a time at the beginning of the Ukrainian war that's happening right now, where there was a big push to help some of the people who lived in the Ukraine, and to help them with things that they may need, buying their patterns if they were creators and things like that. And I tried to get as many as I could before the deadline. And so that's kind of why I put them in their own little space, right? Not just because they came from Lovecraft's, but because they were kind of unique in the assistance part. I was trying to get as many as I could before, because they said it will be there for a limited time and then they wouldn't be available at that price anymore. And then I have all of the other things that I have purchased. And so there are different folders in here, and I've organized them according to my own system, right? This one, the panels and flat items, I will probably rename, because I do have some mosaics in here now. But I also have flat items like this Christmas tree, and this was by, what's her name? I don't remember her name. Sorry. I want to say it was Krista. Krista. She's in South Africa. You guys are shouting her name at me. I'm on my phone right now trying to look at this. Trying to find it. I'm trying. Because the name that's in my head is not her name, like of her channel. I know, that's not it. No. Let's see if I can find it. Oh my goodness. But anyway, there's that. I'll just pull it up It'll tell me. And then I also have the Asteria doily pattern in there, which is something that I'm going to be working on soon because you all, I'm going to finish a project soon. I'm so excited. I really am. I'm going to finish it. This is not loading. Why is it not loading? Sure. Let's do that. See what happens. While that's opening, we'll go back here and exit out of that. But then see, I have the Asteria doily pattern here. And then I have some of these other mosaic patterns that I've won. This one I actually won from Sam, a giveaway from Sam over at Mampas Makes. And this one I actually won from Antoinette at Hookin' and Stitchin' Island Style. They're both by the same designer. And one day I will make them. I really will. It's not showing up. I don't know why it's not showing up. Let's try, because it's bothering me that I don't remember her name. She's the big YouTuber, and like she does lots of crochet things, and there's so many, and I can't for the life of me remember her name. What in the world is wrong with me? And then part of my, we'll figure it out. Part of my Happy Mail Advent this year, which is a project that's done by Antoinette at Hookin' and Stitchin' Island Style. Part of that project this year is called Year of the Pattern. And so my partner, Dinky Crafts Jennifer, has sent me 2 mosaic patterns through Ravelry. This one is a fox banner. Scanning what for viruses? It's a folder. Open the folder. And it's really cute. I'm excited to make it at some point. And this is a blanket called Falling for Flowers. Why they're not opening, I do not know. Couldn't download it. Okay, cool. But I want to open the folder. See, this is all of the stuff that you don't see. Okay, so there's the mosaic fox banner. And it is super cute. I am excited to make it. I would make it for my daughter. She is obsessed with foxes. And then this is the Falling for Flowers. There's a chart. There's, the Secret Yarnery. Look, it opened. That's her name. Okay, the Secret Yarnery. There we go. It was right there. I just couldn't. Wasn't working. But this one has several parts as well. There's a chart and all kinds of things there. So, I will go into greater depth at some point in a lot of these. Now, like for example, the amigurumi one, this will take me a long time to go through. I mean, there are lots of amigurumi in here. So I'm not going to go through all of that right now. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of what I had in my Google Drive, because so many of us have patterns that we're looking at on our phone or things like that. And I felt like even just doing the Label My Libraries and the book looks, that's great that you're seeing the books, but also seeing what patterns I have digitally as well. I thought that would be interesting. I mean, I would love to see what digital patterns you have. Maybe we guys, maybe we all can compare, and we can share thoughts and ideas. And if they're free, you could say, well, I got this one for free over here, or this one is a paid pattern, but it's really cool. So I love to share all the thoughts and things that we have for the thing that we love so much, right? All of the fiber arts. So I'm going to hopefully stop this video, and we are going to come back, and I'm going to play it again to see if I got it right. I'll be right back. Am I going? Yes. Okay, so I'm back again. I hope that that was visible and enjoyable for you. And I will come back and do some more at some point. I didn't want to go through all of the folders. One, because it would be a lot, and two, I don't know if it worked. So once I know that it works, then I'll take you through a couple more folders, a little bit at a time, right? I don't want to overwhelm or inundate. I know some people like really long videos, but statistically, they don't do very well for me anyway on my channel. The longer the video, the more it's skipped through, if that makes sense. So, like, you'll skip through until you see something you want to look at, and then you'll stop it and play it. So, we'll see. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you like this idea. I'll continue to do it. And please let me know what you have in your digital library. How do you store it? Do you just have files on your phone? Do you have a cloud storage like a Google Drive or um, iCloud? If you have an Apple phone, just let me know, and then maybe we can get together and compare patterns someday. That would be so much fun. I know I'm such a nerd. Okay, so with that, I will leave you, and until I see you again, be well, be safe, and be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao, Bella!